2.1 will teach you how to graphically solve equations. Solving equations can be done in two ways graphically. We will use both the intersect method and the x-intercept method. Beginning with intercept method, the equation we are going to use for this problem is the absolute value of x squared minus 4x minus 3 set equal to x to the third plus x minus 6. To solve this equation, you will enter both sides of the equation into a y equals at the top left of your calculator. The first y equals will be the left side of your equation. The second y equals will be the right side of your equation. Once you have entered both parts of the equation, you may hit the graph button in the top right corner of your calculator. By hitting the graph button, it will graph your equations for you. You may then hit second calc on your calculator and enter 5. Then move your cursor to where the intersection seems to be. After you hit enter 3 times, it will tell you where the intersection really is. The the intersection on this equation is 2.207. You will now check your equations using 2.207 in place of your x's. We will begin the first equation on the left side. The absolute value of 2.207 squared minus 4 times 2.207 minus 3 is where you will begin. If you enter the 2.207 squared into your calculator, you will end up with 4.87049. And if you enter the negative 4 times 2.207, you will end up with 8.828. The equation will end up being 4.87089 minus 8.828 minus 3. You will then continue to input these calculations into your calculator. Your final result of this equation will be 6.95715. Keep this in mind or write it down because we will need to look back at it later. Now we will begin on the right side. The right side's equation is 2.207 to the third power plus 2.207 minus 6. If you input the 2.207 to the third power into your calculator, you will get 10.74996374. Add the 2.207 and minus 6 to the end of this. If you finish the equation and add the 2.207 and minus 6 to your answer, you will get 6.956963743. If you realize that is close to the answer of the previous check, which means that 2.207 is the correct answer to equal x. Now we will begin the x-intercept method. The equation we will be using for this example is y equals x to the fourth minus 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. You will put this into the y equals function on your calculator. After you have entered it, hit the graph button and it will show you the graph of this equation. The goal on this equation is to find any x-axes. There are two x-axes in this equation, one being -1 and the other being 2. You will input both parts into your original equation for x. The first way will be y equals -1 to the fourth minus 2 times -1 to the second minus 3 times -1 minus 2. That equaled 2, so it is not a correct answer. You will now begin to do y equals 2 to the fourth minus 2 times 2 to the second minus 3 times 2 minus 2. This results in 0, which is your goal when finding x-axis. 2 is the correct answer for this equation.